She does. Oh, I have to.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Yeah, it's 12
Yeah.
Welcome.
Everybody stand.
Welcome, everybody. If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome to this meeting of the Marion School Board. If you would like to speak regarding any item on tonight's agenda, please complete one of the green comment cards available on the table in the back of the room and give it to the board clerk immediately. There is also a list of reminders regarding the rules for public participation on the back table. Please review these prior to commenting. Going to start this meeting off with the election of officers for the 2026 year. It is my responsibility as superintendent of Marion Community Schools to provide over this portion of the meeting until the election of a school board president for the year 2026 is complete. At this time, I will accept nominations from the board for the office of president.
I nominate Mr. Alan Beck.
Are there any other nominations for president? If not, the nominations are closed. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado? Aye. Mrs. Gull?
Aye.
Dr. Hart? Aye. Mr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Salamo?
Aye.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Motion carries.
At this time, I would like to congratulate President Alan Beck and turn the meeting over to him.
Thank you. At this time, I will accept nominations from the board for the office of First Vice President.
I'd like to nominate Chuck Griffin as first vice president.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations for First Vice President this evening? Seeing none, nominations are closed. We'll go to the roll call, please.
Ms. Bento?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mrs. Gull?
Aye.
Dr. Hart?
Aye.
Mr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Salamo? Aye. Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Election of the second Vice President. Are there any nominations at this time?
I'd like to nominate Miss Shannon Bento.
Thank you. Any other nominations for second Vice President?
I'd like to nominate Dr. Hart.
Thank you. We will start with the nomination for Chuck Griffin for second Vice President. Roll call for, I'm sorry, Shannon Bento.
Okay. Ms. Bento?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mrs. Gull?
No.
Dr. Hart?
What am I voting for?
You're voting right now for Shannon to be second Vice President.
And I've been nominated for vice president also.
You will. If this does not go through, then we will vote on you. Dr. Hart, this is how Robert's Rule of Order works. Enough people can be nominated for an office. The nominations go through. They do not need to be seconded. The vote goes through for the person that was nominated first. If that clears, there's no other voting because that is cleared. If it doesn't, we go to the second person for a vote. So we will need your vote.
I abstain.
Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salama,
Aye.
Mr. Beck,
Aye.
motion carries.
Thank you. Election for secretary of the board. Are there nominations at this time for secretary?
I would like to nominate Mr. Gabe Delgado.
Any other nominations for secretary? Seeing none, let's go to roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento,
Aye.
Mr. Delgado, Mrs. Gold,
Aye.
Dr. Hart,
Aye.
Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salama, Mr. Beck,
Aye.
motion carries.
Thank you, and thank you for trusting in me to bring me in as president this year, and thank you to the rest of you for stepping up as well. Moving on, authorize the president of the board to appoint board members to any necessary committee. The bylaws of the state of Indiana for the organizational meeting shall authorize the president of the board to appoint board members to a necessary committee. Is there a motion to authorize board president to make such appointments?
So moved.
Do we have a second? Any discussion on this at all? And board members, we can discuss this if you have a particular committee that you want to stay on or move to or whatever. Those are things that we'll address here in the next couple weeks and get those assignments accordingly. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento,
Aye.
Mr. Delgado, Mrs. Gold,
Aye.
Dr. Hart,
Aye.
Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salama, Mr. Beck,
Aye.
motion carries.
Thank you. The consent agenda. The consent agenda is 26-0-1 through 26-016 as stated in the agenda. Do we have any members of the public here to speak on any of these topics? Superintendent Dr. Lockwood, is there a recommendation?
President Beck, I recommend that the board approve with one motion and one vote the consent agenda items 26-001 through 26-016 as presented.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any additional discussion on any of the consent agenda this evening? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento,
Aye.
Mr. Delgado, Mrs. Gold,
Aye.
Dr. Hart,
Aye.
Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salama, Mr. Beck,
Aye.
motion carries.
Thank you. Discussion items 26-017 GRCC course description guide. I believe Mr. Nick McNeely, director of our GRCC, is here to answer any questions and if he has any other comments he'd like to share as well.
Yeah, President Beck, Dr. Lockwood, and members of the board, I have very minimal adjustments, date changes, also had the retirement of Zoanne Lassiter and added Shannon Hatfield to that form. We have a pretty robust course description guide that covers most of what we're always going to do. We will likely have some amendments or adjustments in the near future with dual credits and certifications, but all of those will be additions to what we already offer as we go through credentialing. But there won't be anything we're taking away. So in the near future, we'll have some additions to those dual credit offerings.
Any other questions for Mr. McNeely at all? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Action items this evening. We'll start with the appointment of our board attorney. That's our first action item for tonight. Dr. Lockwood, is there a recommendation?
Yes, as mentioned in your memo in your packet, it is recommended that the board reappoint Kyle Persinger as board attorney for the 2026 year.
Do we have any members of the public here to speak on this topic? Is there a motion to approve? Do we have a second?
Second.
Any additional discussion on this agenda item? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento,
Aye.
Mr. Delgado,
Aye.
Mrs. Gold,
Aye.
Dr. Hart, Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salama, Mr. Beck,
Aye.
motion carries.
Thank you. The next action item is 26-019, the appointment of our school medical director. Dr. Lockwood, is there a recommendation on this end?
Yes, as also mentioned in the agreement in your packet, it is recommended that the board reappoint Dr. Orrell as school medical director for the year 2026.
Are there any members here to speak on this? Is there a motion to accept?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion from anyone on any of this? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento,
Aye.
Mr. Delgado, Mrs. Gall,
Aye.
Dr. Hart,
Aye.
Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salamo, Mr. Beck.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Moving on, action item 26-020, appointment of treasurer and deputy treasurer. Our CFO, Kyle Mealy, is here to answer any questions that we have at this time. Otherwise, are there any members of the public here to speak? Kyle, do you have anything you need to talk to about this? Is there a motion to accept?
So
A second?
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento,
Aye.
Mr. Delgado,
Aye.
Mrs. Gall,
Aye.
Dr. Hart,
Aye.
Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salamo, Mr. Beck.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Our next action item is the approval of the 2025 appropriation transfers. Again, Mr. Mealy is here to answer any questions that we may have. Are there anyone to speak on behalf of the public?
No.
Kyle, do you have anything?
I do not, unless there are questions from the board.
Board, do you have any questions at all or comments? Do we have a motion to approve this action item? We have a second?
Second.
Again, we've asked for any other discussions. Seeing none, let's do roll call.
Okay, Mrs. Bento,
Aye.
Mr. Delgado,
Aye.
Mrs. Gall,
Aye.
Dr. Hart,
Aye.
Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salamo, Mr. Beck.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Moving on to the approval of our liability insurance renewal. If you have any questions, Kyle's here to address those as well. Do we have any members of the public to speak on this? We have a motion to accept.
So moved.
Do we have a second? Thank you. Any other discussion or questions or concerns from the board? Seeing none, let's go to roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento,
I abstain.
okay, Mr. Delgado,
Aye.
Mrs. Gall,
Aye.
Dr. Hart,
Aye.
Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salamo, Mr. Beck.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And lastly is 26-023, our insurance settlement agreement. Is there a motion to accept this agreement?
Second.
I guess there's really no discussion on this, so roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento,
I abstain.
Mr. Delgado,
Aye.
Mrs. Gall,
Aye.
Dr. Hart,
Aye.
Mr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Salamo, Mr. Beck.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Excellent. Do we have any public comment cards this evening? I am unsure what the name is because I don't read it real well. Can you step up if you would like to speak this evening? If you've filled out your card, I'll need you to present your name and your address, and then you have 3 minutes this evening. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Richard Faust, 2201 South Nebraska, Marion, Indiana. I'm a graduate of Marion High School, class of 66. I served in Vietnam right after high school. I'm here to talk on behalf of my daughter, Dr. Stacy Hunt. I had reservations about her coming here in the first place. But, she wanted to come. She wanted to come back to where she started. And I thought she was doing well. I walk the walkway every day. In the spring and in the fall, I see students running, I guess, cross-country, track, whatever they do. But I got a dog, and they always stop and comment on my dog. And I'd always ask them, well, how's things going for high school? I get like a new principal. I never got a negative reply from any of them. The people that know me know that she's my daughter, have complimented me on the streets at the changes she has made here at this high school. You used to be proud to come to Marion High School. You'd be proud to be a Giant. I don't see that anymore. I talked to my daughter, and she was devastated. She has no idea why she was in the position she was in. And then I guess here the last day or so, she's gotten a letter in writing that she was.
Mr. Faust, we can talk and you can speak on the positive side, but we can't talk about personnel issues.
I'm not asking anything. I'm not asking anything.
Okay, go ahead.
I just think it took a long time for this board or whoever did investigation to.
But again, you're talking about personnel issues, which is against our rules of being able to talk about that at a board meeting. I'm sorry.
I just thought she'd done a good job here, and the compliments I've got from the community, I've always got positive. Okay, I don't know. Well, I don't want to get in. I don't know why she was put in the position she was put in. No one seemed to know why she's put in the position she was put in. But she started here, and she wanted to come back here, and she wanted to make a difference. And I thought she was doing that. And for some reason or another, it seems like I don't know. I'm baffled. I don't understand the situation, why she's in the situation she's in. She's been for a month. Nothing. I don't understand why she couldn't participate in school activities. This is basketball, football, whatever. I don't understand why she couldn't work from home. I've heard rumors about intimidation or things like that. I don't know.
Mr. Faust, that's your time for this evening. Thank you for coming in and speaking with us.
Thank you for listening.
Any additional comment cards or anything for this evening? Marion Teachers Association comments.
For all of our IT people out there, go Jason.
Superintendent comments.
Yes, I want to congratulate Grace Carpenter for going to make a show representing Marion High School at the state girls wrestling competition. And just congratulations to everybody on a smooth start to our second semester. So appreciate everybody's hard work and your efforts that you put forth for our kids here at Marion Community Schools.
Thank you, Dr. Lockwood. Board member comments this evening.
I'm very glad that we're back at a new year. I'd like to congratulate all of the officers that were elected. I think you'll do a great job, and you have my full support. I'm hoping that I thought last year was good, and I'm anticipating that 2026 will be even better. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hart.
I would like to start out and say thank you to the art students and the art program for providing our art here. I think it was awesome to come in and see that. I think it makes the room more inviting. I think it's awesome to display this art here. It's fantastic. Also, I'd like to continue on with the tradition of reading our accepted donations. Obviously, this is the first donation approval of the year, and already it's amazing. So I'll start out with, we had an anonymous donation to GRCC-FCCLA for the amount of $50. Mr. Alan Cawley donated to the 1967 fund for $100. Hoosier Jiffy Print and Walkway of Lights donated to Little Giants Preschool for $750. Indiana Oxygen Company donated to GRCC Welding Materials for $7,144.99. And the MHS Alumni Association donated to GRCC the aviation class for $21,040 for a total of $29,084.99 already for the year.
That's incredible. 13 days into the year, we're $30,000 into helping our students out. It shows the support that we have with the public and the trust they have in our ability to take care of our kids. So thank you. Any other board comments this evening? All right. I don't really have anything. I do want to say again, thank you to her. Congratulations to Grace Carpenter. She's put in a lot of hard work on the wrestling mat to get to state. So we wish her the best of luck. I want to say congratulations to Dr. Lockwood. The first time we've been able to address you as that. I know you have been working very hard for a long time to get this done in the tandem of the task of being superintendent. So congratulations. I hope that the relief of having that done is as exciting as it sounds.
Yes. It absolutely is. So thank you. It was a good Christmas present this year.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I'm going to adjourn here in just a minute, but for those that wonder, we will open up a Board of Finance meeting that we have to do. It's just more of our first of the year meeting. So we will close now our regular board meeting, and now I'm going to open us in our Board of Finance meeting at this time. So I'll call the meeting to order. This meeting is to appoint a president and secretary for the Board of Finance and to hear and accept the information from the treasurer's report and the state's fiscal qualitative indicators. So we do need an election of a Board Finance president. I just need a nomination from someone to nominate someone for this position. It's for this meeting, and it will be done in about 5 minutes.
All right.
Are there any other nominations? Let's do a roll call then, please.
Mrs. Bento?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mrs. Gall?
Aye.
Dr. Hart?
Aye.
Mr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Salomo?
Aye.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. I'll need an election of a board finance secretary as well. Do we have a nomination for secretary?
I nominate Mr. Gabe Delgado.
Okay. Any other nominations for secretary for the Board of Finance? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bento?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mrs. Gall?
Aye.
Dr. Hart?
Aye.
Mr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Salomo? Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Our 2025 corporation fiscal and qualitative indicators, CFO Kyle Mealy is here to present the annual report, including those indicators.
In your packet, you'll see those, all of the indicators from the different pages. I want to let everyone know, board and public, that this is from DUAP, the Distressed Unit Appeals Board, which is the board of Indiana that looks at all schools, and they give all school districts basically a fiscal indicator and kind of where you're at, the health of the district from their standpoint and from the data that they pull. That can be found at DUAP's website, and anyone can search for Marion Community Schools to see this information. It is public facing. The first sheet you'll see there is the demographics, where it also talks about the fall 24-25 student count, which was 3,453 students. It lists our net assessed value for 2025, and you'll see that at over $1,318,330 and 60. So over 1.3 billion for assessed value of the entire district. Estimated population of our school district, and that's not just student population, that's population within our school district, is 34,477. As we go into the other pieces that they list, there is the ADM demographics listing per year, and you'll see that we are remaining steady. We are seeing a little decrease, but over the years, even back to 17 and 18, we saw some decrease and then some increase, but nothing too dramatic where we see, if you see that drop in that chart in your packet, then you know that we've got some major enrollment issues, but right now we're holding steady. When you look at the fund balance in your packet, and also this would be a separate sheet or page on the website, it talks about all of our funds and the health of our funds. One thing to note is that in the 18 to 19 year, you'll see a green bar, and then you'll see that's in 18, and in 19 you'll see the change where we made the education fund and the operations fund rather than the past general fund, where everything was in one fund. So you'll start seeing a separate number of funds in there. And as you can see, we did have an increase in our education fund dollars, which is the money we receive per student from the state. And then in this past 24, it's just ticking down a little bit, and that's because our enrollment has just ticked down as well. So that money in that education fund is based primarily on the number of students you have enrolled in your school district. You'll see operations money, which is your local tax dollars. And again, you'll see that that's remained steady with 23 and 24. No major issues there. Again, we're getting ready to deal with Senate Bill 1 and some new tax law that might impact that operations. We already received quite a bit of impact in the circuit breaker, so we'll monitor that as well. And then you'll move into the classification charts when it comes to your revenue versus your expenditures. Any year that the green bar is your revenue is lower than your blue bar expenditures, that means we need to really look at that because we're obviously not bringing in as much money as we're letting out. So that's very, very basic and simple budgeting that we all do on our own. So right now, as you can see in 24, which is their last year that they have calculated, we were up in revenue and down in expenditures, so we were on the good side of that. In 25, we're going to end just a little bit on the reverse. Again, we took a little bit of an enrollment hit, and so we're going to try to match that up and make sure that we stay healthy on that. So that will be some decisions that will come forward throughout not only this coming year, but as tax law changes throughout the years. Then you'll look at the fund balance. Marion Community Schools has always held a very healthy fund balance. Now, before 2019, that was a general fund balance. Now it's separated between education and operations, but DUAP still looks at both of those fund balances, and you're running very healthy at about 45% in your fund balances. So that's very good, and you've done a great job of monitoring that. Revenue is your next one. It is ticking up, as is everyone's in the state, but as revenue ticks up, so does our expenses. So they kind of work with each other and really cancel each other out. So it's not to say we're receiving so much more money. Again, enrollment's down, but revenue will still trend up because of the cost of everything and the amount of money that the state gives us per kid. And just so you know, we do receive just about $8,000 per student right now. A little more or less, depending on the year, but that's what we receive per student. The last indicator in there you'll see is an operating referendum revenue. It will be flatlined because we do not have an operating referendum at Marion Community Schools, and we haven't had one in the past, so that is going to be straight across all the time. If there are any other questions about that, let me know, but those are basic fiscal indicators brought to you by DUAP.
Thank you, Mr. Mealy. Now that the financial report's been presented, Dr. Lockwood, is there a recommendation?
It is my recommendation that the board accept the 2025 annual financial report as presented.
Are there any members of the public here to speak on this? Is there a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion or questions for Mr. Mealy?
I have a question. I read through the report, and I saw that there was a student count, and I understand that there are some years that we have increase, some years decrease. It would be helpful, I didn't see it there, it'd be helpful to know on a educational level basis, elementary, middle school, junior high, and secondary, to give us the idea of what is the overall health of our student numbers. And I just would ask that in the future, if you could make that clear, it's helpful for us to know where we can boost our efforts.
Okay. I agree, Dr. Ott. I think it would be important and beneficial for us to be able to see and have presented to us, not just year to year, but what's that? Where we're losing the kids, what grade levels, and particularly like, all right, this is the amount of kids that were in 11th grade. The next year, this is the amount that were in 12th grade. We're comparing those same groups of kids because you're going to have some classes that are just naturally bigger than others, and some classes, I think, was it 2 years ago, your senior class was super small, and then it was a little bigger last year. Is that true? Yeah. So you're going to have some of those kinds of things, but we can compare apples to apples. But it'll give us a little better sense because if my past recollection is correct, we do really good at the elementary level, retaining kids and bringing kids in, and then as we move them and we get to Justice and McCullough in the high schools where we sometimes lose a little bit of that, and that will help give us a little better insight on where we need to put our attention.
We will have that for you after the February count date.
That's perfect. That makes sense.
Yeah, we do them twice a year, once in October and once in February, so we can give them number updates after
We'll add
those
that in
count
the
dates.
February board packet.
Perfect. Any other questions or comments? Thank you, Dr. Hart. Roll call, please.
Okay. Sorry. Mrs. Bento?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado? Aye. Mrs. Gall?
Aye.
Dr. Hart?
Aye.
Mr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Slomo? Aye. And Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Since there's no other business this evening, the Board of Finance meeting is adjourned. Have a great night. Thank you, everyone.